What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the update deck profile of post set 11. This is the Youthberk Skyfall rebuild deck profile, featuring some of the new support that we've gotten from set 11. And now, I do obtain some of the new Youthberk Phantom, but there are some components in there I'm still looking to get, so we won't have that Dragon Empire version of Youthberk anytime soon. But for right now, I thought I'd give you like my last update for this version of Youthberk before we move on to Dragon Empire versions. So let's just see what we cooked up here. And also, this deck is pretty much inspired by Mr. Raika Koshiba. So let's give it a whirl here. So for of course the ride deck, as I always start in my videos, we have the energy counter, aka the generator itself. Mainly because I like to keep score of my charge, blast, and all those shindigs that come with the gigs, pretty much. So this does act as your generator itself, but in some real games you need to have the actual physical generator itself in order to, complete the deck itself. I don't know. To me, it's kind of a stupid question or a stupid thing to do, but it is what it is. It's Bushiroad. What are you going to do? Now for the ride line itself, which is a brand new update version of it, is the Unsullied Eyes Youth. When this unit is word upon, if you win second, draw one card. Okay. For grade 1, we have Squire of Spear Streaks Youth. When this unit is word upon by Sorrowful Ardent Light Youth. Soul Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card from among them. Reveal it. Put it into your hand if it is a unit with Youthberk in its card name. And call it to rear guard if it is a grade 2 or less unit card, and shuffle the deck. So there's a grade 1 right there. Grade 2, we have Sorrowful Ardent Light Youth. When this unit is word upon by a unit with RevolDress with the RevolDress ability, Energy Blast 3, choose a grade 2 or greater unit from your drop and put it back into your hand. So that's a good one to get your units out as soon as possible. And then we have the main boss of the deck, which is Youthberk Skyfall Arms Rebuild. It does retain its RevolDress ability. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, perform one of the following effects. Choose up to one card with RevolForm in its card name from your hand, and write it as stand. And it gets drive -2 until the end of turn. Counterblast 1, choose a card with RevolForm in its card name from your drop, write it as Vanguard, and gets drive -2. What? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. It's basically the same from the hand or drop. Okay, that's where a little confusing. Okay, so same effect but different areas. So auto skill is when this unit is word upon during your battle phase, discard a card from hand, choose one of your vanguards, and increase or decrease its drive to 1 until the end of turn. When this unit would ride on a grade 3 card with RevolForm in its card name, bind the unit that was word upon instead of putting it into soul. Okay, so there's that. And the best part of this deck is you don't really need the other RevolForms, RevolDresses, because only one is very good, in my opinion. But I guess to other people who play Youthberk, this is just your personal opinion. This is just how I see it. So that's my ride line for Youth. Now, since his deck is revolved around Koshiba, his his cards are also in here as well. So let's start with trigger lineup, which means I have 4 copies of Recuperate Angel for our heals. And then we have 4 copies of Volition, Rigor, Dragon for our criticals. And then we also have Blade for the Dragon for our last ones. Basically, I love this card the most because at the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your units on the field, and it gets 2,000 power into the end of turn. So that's good for a little bit of soul. But then we also have the guard fronts for this deck. Bard of Heavenly Saw and Alpacc. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 to the shield. So 3 of those. And then the overtrigger Amartinoa, because this card grants your rear guards the ability to do drive checks even it's not the Vanguard circle. So that's that. But if you don't like the nation's over triggers, you're more than welcome to use the crate elementals if you so choose to. I personally just want to keep it as nation friendly as possible, so that's just my personal opinion. So that's the grade 0 lineup. Now on to grade 1. We have 2 copies of Silver Mane Stallion. Back row rear guard ability, 1 turn. When your Vanguard is placed by RevolDress ability, Soul Blast 1 and stand this unit. And at the end of that turn, retire this unit. So I'm playing this card at 2 because that effect is still, to me, a sample. And I want to test all the samples as possible before I give my final conclusions later on down the line. Next, we have 4 copies of Bard of Brave Instrument Corine. When this card is placed on rearguard from deck during your turn or discard from hand during your turn, if you have Vanguard with Youth in its card name, search your deck for up or drop for up to 1 card with RevolForm in its card name, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And if you search your deck, guys. If you have searched the deck, shuffle it. If you put a card into hand, choose a card from your hand and put it into your soul. So, 4 of that. And then we also have 3 copies of Knight of Vanquish Bow's Sfilt. Back row center rearguard. When your Vanguard is placed on Vanguard by RevolDress ability, stand this unit. And this unit gets 10,000 power into the turn. So I play this as 3. You can play it at 4 if you really want to, but I chose to play it like just that. Now that's complete youth support for this deck, this build here. And I play 3 Palladium dragons because that's what Raika did play. And I also add the Elementaria Sanctitude because we do have decks that can do triple drive. And this card can be played for free as long as your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive. And it can be played for free without paying the cost. Other than that, it's a regular Sentinel, so discard a card from your hand and play this. The downside is it's removed from the game completely until the end of its use. So that's what I think about it. And that's the grade 1 lineup. Now, on to grade 2. Now, I'll be honest, guys, we are playing a crap ton of grade 2s in here. Mainly because my decks have gotten a little bit more grade 2 heavy. So, if I'm looking at this correctly, we have 14 grade 2s in the deck itself. So, we have the new one, which is Knight of Sworn Oath Indifferent. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard's Youth, counterblast 1. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose the 1 card from among them, reveal it, and perform one of the following effects, and shuffle the deck. If the revealed card is a unit card with a different card name from this card and greater than center or equal to your Vanguard, call to an open rearguard. Oh, there's another effect. So my dumbass missed that one. If the revealed card has Youthberk in its card name, put it into hand. Okay. When this unit attacks, 1 turn only, Soul Blast 1. For each card with Youthberk in its card name on your Vanguard and in your bind zone, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. So we have 4 of this, just for why not. Next we have another one, which is Knight of Breaking Roar Bosseltine. Drop effect. When your grade 3 grade Vanguard with Youthberk in its card name is placed during your right phase, if you do not have the same rearguard with the same name as this unit, Soul Blast 1 and call this card to rearguard. Rearguard and Guardian effect. If you have Vanguard with Youthberk in its card name, this unit gets plus 5k power and 5k to the shield. If your bind zone has a card with Youthberk in its card name, it also gets plus 5,000 power. So 10,000 for the power boost. So for that, and then we have 4 copies of Armor Breaking Knight Dooringen. During your turn, if your bind zone has a card with RevolForm in its card name, this unit does get 5,000 power. When this unit stands by the ability of your Vanguard with Youthberk in its card name, counterblast 1, draw 1 card, and to the end of the turn, when your opponent would call cards from hand to the Guardian Circle for the battle this unit attacked, they must call 2 or more at the same time. So for this, and then 2 copies of Knight of Rebuking Dulig, I think. Duty Lake, yeah. When this unit is placed on rearguard, counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 cards in your deck. Choose up to 1 card with Youthberk in its card name from among them. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. When this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is Youthberk, this unit does get 5,000 power until the end of the turn. I'm only playing this as 2 because I want to give everybody else a fair shot. A fair shot. Yikes. So that is a grade 2 lineup. Now to grade 3, we have 3 more copies of Skyfall rebuilds for Persona Ride, and then 4 copies of Youthberk RevolForm exist. When this unit is placed by RevolDress ability, perform all the following effects. Energy Blast 3, choose one of your Rigors and stand it. All your front row units get 10,000 power into the turn. If your binding zone has a card with RevolForm in its card name, it gets 20,000 instead of 10. If your binding zone has a card with the same card name as this card, this unit gets +1 critical into the turn. At the end of your turn, choose a card with RevolDress in its ability in your soul and write it as the rest. So, 4 copies of that for obvious reasons. Now, that is that's it, you guys. That's my final deck profile for this week's decks with Dark State and Keter Sanctuary post set 11. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave some in the comments down below. As long as they're friendly, as long as they're troll-free, I'm very happy to answer them for you. And if you guys have the comments or content I do create on my channel, please subscribe, comment down below. As always, thumbs up, show some love. And as always, guys, there'll be a full deck list in the box down below. Go ahead and check that out. Now, before I go, I have some few words to say, like I do in all my videos, like, except for the end ones. Please be safe out there in the real world. I know it's kind of scary right now, but please be safe. Make good choices in your life. Make good choices in general. And don't let anyone steal your shine because they're jealous and they just don't understand you very well. But continue on being you, and that's all that matters. So anyways, that is all I had to say for you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. And as always, I've been your host, Siren Frost, signing out.